All right, fire 'em up!
You know, after watching the movie Odessa, I think I'm going to go back to playing the guitar. Haven't played in years. I got to search for a tutor. I know for a fact most people do not like rock operas and most people do not like musicals. Just ask your friends for their top 5, maybe top 10 films. You won't find a musical or rock opera in any of their lists, maybe for one person, and maybe one of those two in the top 10. But for me, I love musicals. I love rock operas. I grew up in a household where we listened to those things. I still remember quite succinctly my dad breaking out the vinyl and having me listen to Quadrophenia by The Who. It's one of those things that changes how you view music and how you view films. And my mom loved Tommy, also by The Who, oddly enough. And it's probably why The Who is my absolute favorite band. I grew up watching these things, listening to these things. So when I have a chance to get a new one, I'm all for it. Like I said, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but this film, Odessa, I think it bucks the trend, and I think everybody should watch it. And even if you don't like it at the end, I truly understand why you wouldn't, but I still say it's one you should watch. Now, Odessa is the story where Sadie Sink plays the title character, and she goes on a journey to get a treasured heirloom, a guitar passed down to her by her father. Now, the guitar and her linked together is meant to bring about a prophecy where she is the seventh son. Yes, seventh son. I get it. She's a girl. Don't argue with the plot. And it is her destiny to play the guitar and to lead people to freedom in a very dystopian world where there is a man named Plutanovich who controls everybody and everything in a very 1984 Big Brother sort of fashion. There is a lot of 1984 in this film, even the closing moments where she takes the flaming guitar and throws it through the all-seeing eye and destroys Plutanovich's island in the aftermath. That is very much on the nose from 1984. But what makes this one stand out is the fact that a lot of the music is really good, and we don't get that in musicals lately. I think the last musical I saw where every single song I liked was probably Chicago. And I can't even remember what year that came out, but I know it's been at least 15 years. I absolutely love Chicago. I loved all of the music in this one. And Sadie Sink sings just about every song in it. She's not in every single song, but she either is singing it or she's a part of almost every song on it. And she has a fantastic voice. And I didn't notice she had such a fantastic voice. If this acting thing doesn't work out, maybe she go get a singing teacher and drop an album here and there and make a good career out of singing. She does very well to the point where I believe that she could. Everybody in the film is really good. I have to praise Regina Hall. I think her character, Neon Dion, did not get enough screen time. Neon Dion is the right-hand man or right-hand woman and the enforcer on the street level for everything that Plutanovich is trying to do. I loved her character, but like I said, I don't think she has enough screen time for the character for which she does. The movie itself is an hour 45 minutes just about, and I think maybe with 15 more minutes, maybe even 30 more minutes thrown into the film, you flush out her character and you get a bit more of storytelling, and I think this movie becomes a hell of a lot better. Now, yes, the movie is good, but believe me, it is not great by any stretch of the imagination. There are a bunch of plot holes. I think the plot is very thin. It's very, I won't say parochial or remedial, but it's very generic. I like a good plot where they talk about bringing about some prophecy, but I think this one is a little thin. For Sadie Sink's character, Odessa, she is destined to bring about the prophecy, but along the way, she is also meant to find her true love. And the young man playing Yuri Dervish, who is actually also one of Neon Dion's lovers, because he's a bit of a streetwalker. And you'll see what I mean by that when you watch it. For them to meet and fall in love as fast as they did, I think it was too fast. And I think maybe they didn't get around to doing enough of that because the setup to the film where she gets the guitar and goes on the road and loses the guitar and now have to come to this skylight city in order to find the guitar. I think that all of that setup took a big chunk of the first, I want to say 30 to 45 minutes of the movie. And don't get me wrong, it's still a good showing, but I think maybe it was too long. In that meeting and them coming and her getting over to Satellite City to search for the guitar. She winds up meeting this preacher, and it's played by Mark Boone Jr., who you probably remember from Sons of Anarchy. Fantastic character actor. He's one of the great bright spots of this film. This film itself is just a big homage to plenty of films that have come before it, and plenty of rock operas that have come before it, specifically 1984. And if you've never listened to the rock opera, if you've never seen the rock opera Rocky Horror Picture Show, try saying that 3 times fast. A lot of what is in both of those films is in this, and believe me, if you watch this one, watch those 2 afterwards. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy all 3. I don't want to dive into too much because I don't want to spoil it for you. I really do want you to watch the film. It is really good. For me, this is a 7 out of 10. I know a lot of people who have dogged this movie down to the dirt, saying it's boring and the plot holes and this, that, and the other. And I get it. I'm not disagreeing with them where they say this film has plot holes. It does. It has quite a few, but I think the music itself, I think the message behind it, which this particular one talks about themes of totalitarianism and following your destiny and the power of music. It is one of those things where I think that specifically is what the entire film is about and for. So I'm judging it basically on that and not so much on the story. I think if the story was better, I think so many people would probably come up to where I'm at, and I would probably have a much more fondness for it, even though I do like the film as is. I believe everybody should watch it. And there are other films, other rock operas that you can listen to, not films, but albums. Like I have a list, Ziggy Stardust. Try watching Repo, the genetic opera. That is really good. The Devil's Carnival. Absolutely fantastic film and album. Like I said, The Who dropped 2 of them, Tommy and Quadrophenia. Both albums, 2 of my absolute favorite albums of all time, period. Just across genres of music. Really good albums. The Wall. What can you already know? You already know that one. There's nothing you can say about that one. Everybody should know that one. And Red-Headed Stranger by Willie Nelson. Absolute great rock opera, or country rock opera, I guess you could say. And yeah, Willie Nelson actually did one. It's really good. If you want to see movies similar to this, I would say watch, what films would I say watch? Akira, animated film, my absolute all-time favorite anime. A lot of cyberpunk in that one, just like actually in this one, it's a lot of cyberpunk-esque. Rocky Horror Picture Show, I mentioned that one before, and Blade Runner, either one. Watch the original. Actually, watch the original. Blade Runner 2049 was actually really good, but I would say watch the original before you ever watch the follow-up to it. The film Odessa, for me, good film, great music, great acting. I love the visuals. I loved everything about the movie, but there are plot holes in it. And I understand if you don't like rock operas or musicals, this movie is going to drag and it's going to be a little boring to you. But I really think the music is good enough to carry the bad parts of the movie up and out of the way. And I believe me, everybody should watch it. But those are my thoughts on the film Odessa. You tell me what you thought of it, if you've seen it, and if you're going to watch it, if you haven't already. It's time for us to go. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to hit the like, share, subscribe button, even subscribe to the channel. Please help me out with the algorithm. I truly appreciate everybody that decides to stop by. It's time for us to go, and don't forget to follow us on the Instagram page. Like, share, and subscribe over there as well, because there's a whole lot of stuff we do that you never see me do on our YouTube channel, but I'm pretty sure you'll have fun with both. So it's time for us to go. My producer's right there. For Nikki Rev, I tell you this: God bless, I love you, and peace. See you next time.